We're live.
We're live! Hi, everybody! Welcome to the Crafty Toads podcast. This is episode 47, and we have stuff to show you. But we are the Crafty Toads. I am Mary Beth. You can find me all over as Mary Beth 494.
And you can find... Oh, I'm Helen first.
Yeah.
And you can find me as Helen HG69.
And this is a knitting, crocheting, crafting, sewing kind of podcast. So welcome, everybody. And
we have two dogs that we hope will not bark a lot.
We have treats. So if you would like to hand out your treat, okay, there you go. That's for you.
That's for you, man.
Okay.
Go off to your couch.
Okay. All right. I am going to see if I can find us online.
Hey, Susan, how are you?
To see if I can...
Mary Beth's got to... Jess, hi. Oh, hey, Jess, the librarian. Theo, librarian.
Hi! How are you?
Sharon says hi, ladies.
Okay, live now.
Sharon says hi, ladies.
Oh,
God,
I'm turning down the sound.
We have the computer up so we can see the comments a little bit better. We learned from Arnie and Carlos.
Okay, there, I did it.
Okay.
I had it. Okay. All right. I think we're good. Okay.
Oh, she's from the UK.
Oh, okay.
Sharon from the UK. Hi, Sharon from the UK.
Hi, Sharon from the UK.
Are you going to Edinburgh, Sharon?
Kind of.
Jess just waved back at you.
Okay.
We just saw Carol from the UK too.
Wow.
So is everybody in the UK going to Edinburgh?
We're so jealous of you.
Yes.
If you are. But we're trying to very hard not to be jealous of everybody going to Edinburgh. I've stopped looking at some of my Instagram feed because a lot of people that I see are not only going to Edinburgh, they're going to the country retreat with Helen Stewart and just...
Yeah, I said to Mary Beth this morning, I have
face.
to go off Instagram for a while.
Right.
We got hi from Australia.
Oh, hello, Australia. Okay.
We got hi from Sweden.
Okay.
Carol is going. Have fun, Carol.
Yes.
Have
a sheep for us.
Buy lots of yarn.
Yes.
Sharon is not going. She has to work. Work sucks.
I know. You know what? Real life really does kind of suck when it gets in the way of yarn.
And here's the Mean Girls knit, and I missed their thing.
Okay. Hey, ladies. So excited to catch you guys from the beginning finally. Thanks for the heads up yesterday. Okay. Hi, is this Rebecca or Stephanie? Well, either or both. Welcome, both of you.
Love from Massachusetts, awaiting the blizzard. You know, we just missed it,
guys.
Bethany. I was looking at it, I'm like, oh, New England's about to get slammed.
I know. We were just talking about it because my mom and my brother are up in Montclair. They're farther north from us in New Jersey still, and they got, I think, 18 inches from the last storm. We got about 6 with a little bit of ice on top, and then we saw the new one coming, and we're like, oh, this is not going to be good for them. But they're okay. They're going to be okay.
Yeah.
It's just the
New England
is just... Boston's going to get it again. So
Jess is getting Theo. Oh, there goes Spike with the camera. Jess is getting snow in North Carolina.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Wow. Jeez, this has been a crazy winter, hasn't it? I mean, really.
Yeah.
I'm keeping an eye on the weather because we have our mail.
We have Germany coming in now too.
Our mail is sitting outside waiting to be picked up, and if it really starts snowing or anything, I have to run out and get it.
You too.
So that it doesn't get wet.
Stop.
All right, I have to stop gesturing with our yarn.
Talking to our dogs.
Okay.
It's very weird that I have us there and it's delayed on the computer.
Well, don't look at the computer. Just don't look at that at all.
Send the link though.
Okay.
Through Facebook message. Do you want me to do it?
No, I can do this.
Okay.
All right.
We just have to send... Somebody couldn't find us last time, so we want to send her the link to the live podcast. So, and now I have nothing to say.
Okay, why don't you start talking about...
Oh, hi from Wales, and we're the best. Well, thank you so much.
Oh, you guys, honestly.
And I saw Jason said hello. We met him in Rhinebeck. So, hello, Jason.
Jason's the one that lives on the edge of the cemetery.
Yeah. Oh. I always think of you with snakes.
All right, so I need to send...
What am I talking
about? Knitting. Talk about knitting.
Why would I talk about knitting?
I know, it's just, it's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy.
Okay.
All right.
We have, where did you get your little sheep on the Oh, these guys? We found them in an antique shop, actually. And we had to have them. They come with us to our shows, and they sit in amongst the yarn. So that's where we got them from. It was an antique store in New Jersey. I use antique store loosely.
Oh, Lisa gets good stuff.
No, Lisa does. Lisa does. So I'm very hot.
Okay.
I have a dog sitting on my foot, and I'm very hot.
Okay.
All
right. I'm hoping that
so,
is going to do it so that we can just go right into...
Yeah, because you're totally off camera now.
I know.
Okay. So we have, first thing we want to talk about.
Finished subject, right? No?
Book club.
Oh, right. Sorry. See, you could have been doing... Okay. All right. Go.
Well, we want to do it today. Okay.
Okay, yes.
So we have, had our, in between the last podcast, we had our virtual book club meeting for Time and Again. Thank you everybody who came to the book club meeting, and everybody who joined in.
Right.
So
actually, you know what? This is going to be really good because I can show my FO because it's all part of it.
Go ahead.
Okay. So
this finished.
I have my FO, and I'm not sure if I showed this on the last podcast or not. But what we did was we did the Hyde Park shawl, and I finished mine. But I thought I had finished it after the last podcast. This is the yarn that everybody got as part of the book club. It was called the Time Traveler, and then I added some of our Wonka yarn, our Willy Wonka yarn at the bottom. This is Toffee Apple Trees, just because the thought of having just a gray garment, it doesn't fit with me at all. So I just threw on, I tried to do brass and
steam,
brass and steam, or brass and metal type of mixture. So this.
Oh, Jason's going to finish his shawl, and he's going to DM us the pattern.
Oh, excellent.
Very cool.
Yes.
Well, maybe we'll use it in a book club or something.
Yes, we'll make sure it goes into one of our book clubs.
Hi from Wisconsin. I missed who that was.
Oh, our dad was from Wisconsin.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you near Tomah, Wisconsin? Our family lives in Tomah, Wisconsin.
Yes. My dad came from Tomah. He always used to say that it was a tiny little town with one stoplight and more bars than anything else. Yeah. That was the way he described it. So, but anyway, the Hyde Park shawl, part of Time and Again was the thought of time being sort of like a river, and being able to travel back in time because it was just around the bend behind you. And the reason I picked the shawl was because I've been holding it up backwards. The lace has the bends and the twists that remind me of a river. So I really like the way it came out. I love it.
It's beautiful.
I really do. And it only I used, I think, about 35 grams of the gray, and
you ended up using more of this, right?
I know, maybe 50 grams of the toffee apples. I'm not sure. Anyway. Hyde Park shawl. I love it. Very, very pretty. So, anyway, book club.
So our next book club, we put the listing up last night. We are doing The Wind in the Willows. Why do I keep saying that?
I don't know, because the next book is The Wind in the Door, but we're doing A Wrinkle in Time, is what we're doing. Because Helen's just off the rails.
Right.
So what we did was we dyed up some yarn for Wrinkle in Time.
So we should explain what the book club is, just because it's for people who don't know.
Yes. Okay, so the book club is, if you would like to join us, we have a listing that has the yarn, something to go with it, which this month is a kitchen towel, a dish towel, and a pattern. That is the basic package. And you can get that, or you can get the basic package plus the book, and we will get the book for you if you like. I think many people may actually have this book in their library, their personal library already. And then we also do the basic plus extras. And we don't tell you what the extras are. The last time for our first book club, you got a little candle that smelled like old books, because we were talking about going back in time and that sort of thing. You got a journal, a leather-bound journal to keep track of your notes for when you go back in time, and an enamel pin of the Statue of Liberty, because the Statue of Liberty ties into the story. So those were the extras for last time. This time, the listing has the different levels that you can do. So here is the towel that we're going to be doing. Shh, you need to stop. Come on. I know you know that there are treats up here.
Okay. Because the whole point of the book is, you know, be a warrior for the light. We designed a towel with the Gandhi quote, "Be the change you want to see in the world." So that's the towel that comes with it.
This is a 100% cotton flour sack dish towel. It's 18 by 28, 18 by 28, and they're wonderful. And the more you wash them and dry them, the softer they get and more absorbent they get. And they're really good towels because they actually dry dishes, which we find that sometimes dish towels don't do. But ours do because they're special. Anyway, go ahead. Okay.
The pattern that we're doing is the Helical Shawl. And we picked this one because it's got some fun stripes. It's a new way of striping in the round. So it's a new...
Cowl.
So that's what I said.
No, you said shawl.
Oh, okay.
It's not a shawl.
It's a cowl. So it's a new technique that we want to try.
There's also the ribbing is mock cabling. That's kind of cool. And it's got some new things that we haven't done yet, so we thought it was really kind of cool. We also thought the whole science, you know, the helix and that kind of tied it together. But go ahead.
No, go on. You keep going. I'll hold it up.
Nope. Just go ahead. Go ahead.
It's 3 colors, and you're gonna get 50 grams of each color. So these are the 3 colors. Just think they're so pretty, and they are based on Meg, Charles Wallace, and Calvin from the book.
And I just want to point out, the pink is Charles Wallace, the yellow is Calvin, and the green is Meg. So, you will get 3
Beautiful spring colors.
Oh, they are. And they're going to look so pretty striping together.
Yeah.
So, the cowl has a strip of one color at the top, and then a strip of another color at the bottom, and then striping with the lightest color in the middle. So we were thinking the way we're going to do it is pink on one side, green on the other side, and striping with yellow in the middle, right?
Yeah. Yeah, because we didn't want the yellow to completely take over. So
the listing will be up for the next week or so, and they will be shipping the end of the month. And then we're going to set up another virtual book club that probably the end of April, mid to end of April.
yeah, give people time to read.
Right.
And we'll throw out some questions on Facebook and Instagram as to what good times are, so we can get as many people as possible.
But
And if you don't do the listing and the pattern, but you've read the book and you want to sit and talk about the book, you are more than welcome to come to the virtual.
Yeah, we wanted to get as many people doing it as possible. So, is that Mary?
No, May.
Okay.
So we said May, and I think Sheila, 3 sisters, said hello.
Oh, hi!
And I'm pretty sure that's Sheila. And,
Hi, Sheila.
Barb from Illinois said hello.
Okay. I can't see. I have to put my glasses on, and then I look like an old lady, so I try not to. Anyway, that's the book club. So, all right.
Yes, so Toad Hollow, either our Etsy shop or our regular site, you can get it.
Yes.
So.
We also have a thread in the Ravelry group. We have a Ravelry group called the Crafty Toads. And we have a thread already opened up for the book club. So we know that not everybody had a chance to join our last book club, the virtual book club. So if you have anything you want to talk about with Time and Again, start talking there and we will check and hopefully start a discussion there.
Yeah.
Yes? Okay.
Sheila loves the colors.
Oh, good. Thank you so much.
It's actually 3 separate colors. We braided them together, so it's 3 separate skeins. So.
And those will also be listed separately.
Yes.
If you totally love the green or whatever.
Yeah. Or if you don't want to do the whole
separately.
book club thing and you want to just get the yarn.
Yes.
Because we have a whole Wrinkle in Time collection.
Yeah, we got a whole thing going. All right. Next. Want to show whips?
That won't take long.
I know.
Our knitting content is very low this week.
Well, the thing is, we both have been really focusing on one project, basically. You know what? I'm losing the shawl. I'm gonna start just taking stuff off.
I mean, the sweater you're in.
Well, I was cold
it's like
before.
you're outside.
I know, I was cold before. This is my Irish fisherman sweater that I knit. It took me 3 years to make, but I love it. And I wear it usually as my outside coat, but right now it is kind of warm.
Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead. What are you making?
Barb, what'd you buy? Sorry. My Etsy orders come in on the screen as we're filming on. So I am making The Girl's Best Friend by Isabel Kramer. And I showed it last time, and last time I was trying to decide whether my third color would be purple or brown. Mary Beth was leaning very heavily towards brown.
Yes, Mary Beth knows best.
Mary Beth knows best.
I love this shawl so much I can't even tell you.
This is my...
I love this shawl so much.
So the peachy color is, these are all from our Little Princess collection. So they're all Toad Hollow yarns, and the peach is Sarah Crew. The green stripe is Mr. Carrisford, and that will show up much more on the rib. And then the brown is the Messenger. And I just love the three of them together. Mary Beth was absolutely right. And
Three Sisters Knit says, yes, it is. I love that colorway. Jess says it's gorgeous.
oh, thank you, Jess. So this is the top going down. I have it on a short cable, so I can't really
Stretch it out too
stretch it out too much because I'm scared to death I'm going to lose stitches. And I have spent more time thinking back on this shawl than I have on anything I've ever done before. And it's not a hard shawl. It's
It does involve a lot of stitches. A certain
tremendous number of stitches. Because I have just finished the row, but there is a row where like every fourth or fifth stitch you are making 5 into 1 stitch. So I mean you're starting with 300 and then you're adding 5 every 5 stitches. So that's for the teardrops. It's a great pattern. I love knitting it, and the greatest thing about it is when you go wrong, you can tell very easily that you've done it wrong and that you have to go back.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's just that I haven't trusted myself the last time. It'll fix itself. It never fixes itself. And thinking back through SK2 P's and knit 5 in 1 stitch takes forever. But I still love it.
It's so beautiful.
And not just that it's so beautiful, but it's a fun knit. So
It really, but it's beautiful.
It is
It really is.
So I have probably another 15, 20 rows in this section, and then I get to go into more peach, and then I get to do the green ribbing, which I can't wait for because God, I love this green color.
The green against the peach is so beautiful.
Do I use lifelines? Barbara, I should use lifelines, and I do not. Maybe like the next time I make a mistake and I have to take back 500 stitches, I will think to myself, you should learn how to use a lifeline. So usually I am not this meticulous about my mistakes. I usually let them go.
We live by the Galloping horse test. So that if you don't know what that is, that's is it a mistake that somebody will be able to recognize going by on a galloping horse? So if you're missing a sleeve, they're probably going to notice it. If it's a tiny, tiny little stitch that you did a purl instead of a knit, chances are they're not going to know, you know? So, and the person who was talking about it said, it's a really, really good rule to live by unless you're the type of person that when somebody gives you a compliment, you say, oh, but here, this is what's wrong with it. You know, if you're that type of person, then definitely go back and fix it. But if it's you knit through a row that you were supposed to purl and nobody's going to see it, really, who cares? As long as you're okay with it, you're good with it.
And usually I am okay with it. It's just for this one, I guess I just love it so much. I want every stitch.
I refer to it as the showing that it's made by a human.
Yeah, handmade.
Handmade. Not by a machine.
Somebody told us the Amish always
right.
always put a mistake in because only God is perfect. But that's neither here nor there. It's just
it's okay to have a mistake.
The handmade element. Yeah.
There you go. So, all right.
Hopefully, by the next time we podcast, I will be wearing this.
Yeah. I will be wearing mine because I tried so hard to get this done, and I have 3 more rows, and I didn't finish. I am doing the tool shawl.
We opted to be responsible and work today.
I know. I'm doing the tool shawl by Helen Stewart. It was one that came out as part of Knit Vent. No, I didn't.
Okay.
I only printed out the actual instructions. It was part of last year's Knit Vent, but it is available if anybody wants to do it. I am using our daffodil yarn.
God, it's so pretty.
That's the yellow. And then the green is swudge from our Willy Wonka. So that is the way it looks right now.
It is so spraying.
Yes. The daffodil part was just back and forth, complete garter stitch, adding 6 stitches every other row. And then this is where all the lace is.
Carol says it's very spring. And Susan loves our daffodil yarn.
So this one is...
Okay, it was just the cat.
Okay, all right. The lace... Here, administer. The lace part is... I have been tinking back a couple of times just because we get wrapped up in something and I'm not paying attention, and I realize that all of a sudden I have all these stitches that I'm not supposed to have. So I've gone back and fixed a couple of rows, but that's the way the lace is looking. It's just so pretty. I love this green.
It's so Helen Stewart.
I really love this green. Do you know, I always thought of myself as being an orange person. I love the color orange, but in yarn, I love the color green. So,
Susan
really
says that the colors go so well together.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. Okay.
Hi.
So that's my whip. And I have, as I said, I have 2 more rows from this and then to
Is it a
bind
bind
off. No.
Okay.
No, I don't think so. I think it's just a
Loose bind off.
loose bind off.
Cool.
So it's going to take no time to do that.
Yeah.
I think I am on my final purl row, and then it's clear sailing after that.
So your lace is all done.
Yeah, because I think I just have to finish this row and then do 1 more row of the lace, and then...
Oh, it is a row of lace left.
It is a row of lace
Okay.
left, and then the row back is the binding off.
Okay.
Is that going to take any time at all?
No, it'll be done tonight.
Yeah. I am over 300 stitches, though, which is why the purl row coming back. The other night, I was trying to see if I could figure out how to knit backwards. Instead of purling...
Oh, okay.
You knit backwards, so that
Purling
instead
does
of
not bother me, but okay.
it doesn't bother me either. It just takes longer. You know, for me, purling takes longer than knitting.
Oh, well, you knit wrong, so.
Just because it's different from you does not make it wrong. But instead of knitting onto the left,
purl.
really, you would think. Okay, you would think the English style purling is easier than the continental one because the yarn is already over here. So I'm not having to bring it over.
Over there. I have no idea how you do it. I've watched you.
I mean, it's right here. All I have to do is wrap the needle in it.
I can't do that.
You do it when you crochet all the time.
No, but not like...
Yes,
no.
you do.
Not in a...
Real crochet, by definition, is putting it in, wrapping the yarn around
but
it.
I don't do... I guess because I'm not holding a needle and the yarn at the same time.
Okay. Okay, maybe that's
a
it.
problem.
Okay.
I can knit that way.
You just can't purl.
I just kind of... And I don't enjoy knitting that way. I enjoy it because of the way I learned. But...
The funny thing is I learned that way too, but then somehow or other I picked up British style knitting. I don't even know.
It's because you're just deep down inside you want to be British.
Well, yeah, there is that. So.
Hello.
Okay. So those are our whips.
Continental purl is faster. Says me see what's in.
That's from Nexus Craft Mom.
Tabitha's come to say hello.
I'm kind of thinking that you're wrong. I'm very sorry.
No, she says it's faster. That's
Continental. You're the way you do it.
Right.
It's faster.
Well, you were saying that purling takes you longer, and purling does not take that long.
See, but if I try and do that, it will take me 3 years to get to.
Someone loves to hear us discuss things.
Okay. Okay. All right. So Barbara, am I doing continental knitting then? Is continental knitting where you've got it on the left hand and it's flicking? And then I thought continental knitting was the way you did it, where you hold it in your right hand and you throw it. You
Barbara says yes.
All right. What? Okay.
So next time we should probably have more knitting to show so we don't have these discussions. Yarn is in the left hand.
Okay. All right. Then I'm right.
Continental is wrong.
Yeah. See, Nexus Craft Mom, I'm very sorry. You're right. Continental purling is faster. Okay. Anyway,
English is right-handed flicking. See, I'm English. I'm the British one.
Left hand is continental, right is throwing.
Right
is
right, left is wrong.
Nessa Hux, right is throwing things across the room. If I had to do it that way. All right.
It's why you're so tight, because when I do it that way...
Oh yeah, I am a very tight knitter.
My gauge goes to hell.
People show their shawls and things that they make, and mine is about that much shorter than theirs. I mean, when I look at a pattern...
Stop that?
Tabitha is
Tabitha's scaring the crap out of me.
When I see things that people make, I always think mine is going to be like this nice deep shawl or whatever, and mine always comes out like a kerchief.
Yeah. The difference between our starting points was amazing. That was really where it showed it, because mine is almost double yours.
Easily. Yeah.
As far as length is concerned, not so much width, but as far as length was concerned.
The starting point, we can hold up our two starting point shawls together, and mine looks like it was made for a child. So.
Barbara has to go up 4 needle sizes to get gauge.
I'm with you, Barbara. I'm so with you.
My mother...
Oh, that one, she's just so tense.
She can't even get it over the join, and she took my knitting one time. She's like, oh, I just want to see how the yarn knits. I'm like, do not touch my knitting.
Because otherwise I'm going to have to go back and take it all out. Helen was trying to fix something for her, and she couldn't get the needle in the stitch at all. She literally could not get the needle in the stitch. It was so tight.
Like, woman, you are way too tense.
And she does continental.
She does the same way I do.
She does
because she taught me. Yeah.
She does the
English.
throwing. So, Susan says, hi, Flame. Oh, okay.
Susan says, hi, Barbara.
Barbara and Susan are having a conversation. They're good. All right. So, that is it as far as knitting is concerned.
We have notes.
Yes, we do. Here. I'm going to try and do this without disturbing the camera as much as possible. Okay. So, all right. We should be talking about where we're going to be, because we're going to be doing some shows coming up.
Oh, yeah. We have, our next month is a big preparation month. Cause,
that is why that's another reason we don't have a whole lot of knitting, because we're actually trying to get some work done. Much as we would really like to spend the day sitting and knitting. Yeah.
I put it out there again. Somebody would like to pay my bills for me. I am not proud. I really want to sit and knit all day. So. Anyway, so April 14th and 15th? Or is it the 13th and 14th?
13th and... No, 14th, 15th. 14th and 15th. 17th, 18th.
Yes. Okay. Yes. So April 14th and 15th, we are going to be at the Allentown Fiber Festival in Allentown, Pennsylvania. It's our first time vending at this show. The show is about 6 years old.
We're very excited about it.
Susan recommends it highly. And she will be our model for the day.
That's right. Susan is coming decked out completely in Toad Hollow yarn with things that she's made with our yarn.
So we're very excited about that one.
Yeah.
And then...
That's a Saturday, Sunday?
following Thursday is the start of the New Jersey Wool Walk, which if you're in the area is a fun thing to do because it's like a yarn crawl in the state of New Jersey.
Lots and lots of yarn crawl.
You just go to each of the different yarn stores.
We have a lot of yarn stores in New Jersey.
We're very lucky.
Yeah.
So I think about 10 or 11 on the passport this year. They're not as many as there used to be.
Okay.
But anyway, so you get to drive all over the state of New Jersey and visit the yarn stores. But we will be doing a trunk show on Thursday and Friday at Chelsea Yarns in Red Bank. And on Saturday, we'll be doing a trunk show at Hooked in Haddonfield. So
And contrary to popular belief, Rebecca, New Jersey is beautiful.
you should come.
You should come and do it.
And do the wool walk.
So.
Susan says she'll be all toted up.
Rebecca's only interaction with New Jersey was flying in and out of Newark, which is not
and
our
then
finest part.
And then driving the New Jersey Turnpike.
Not the finest thing, but, you know.
So that's where we're going to be.
Yes, that's where we're
We should all ask Barbara how her trip to Chile was.
Yeah. I'm sure she's going to be
Whatever, I've been to New Jersey, you can't lie.
Honestly, it's a beautiful state.
I am going to make it my life's mission on Instagram from like starting in the spring when everything turns beautiful. I'm going to inundate you guys, ladies.
You and David Dog Dare are going to get tons and tons. We're going to tag you, all three of you, in our posts about how beautiful New Jersey is. Cause
see, Barbara knows. Barbara loves Jersey. It's
Jersey is a good
Pennsylvania.
place. Right. Okay. And then we have been busy. We've been out doing things. We have been adulting and going out in public.
Socializing and everything.
Socializing and stuff, yeah.
Barbara says pay no attention to the mean girls. They only went to Newark. That was our point. Was that you guys, they have to come and visit and spend, go to the Jersey Shore.
Right.
Not the one that's on the TV show.
That
go
is
to the
not.
Jersey Shore. Some of our farmland, we're the Garden State. It's a beautiful state.
Also, where we live, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Lots and lots of land. So,
I'll show you.
You want to talk about some of the things we've been doing because we've been out and about.
What did we do?
We went and saw the Greatest Showman.
Oh, we went and saw the Greatest Showman. My mind goes blank.
We're driving. I'll start getting dozy, and I'm like, okay, talk to me. It's just nothing to say. We run a business together.
We live together 24/7. It's like, what more can I say to you?
We're constantly talking to each other, and when I need her to, it's just like, yeah, my mind just stopped working.
You're the same way if I'm driving.
I'm usually asleep. Doesn't matter. Anyway, all right. So we went and saw.
Our younger brother went and saw The Greatest Showman when it first came out, and Jason hates adulting. Yes, it sucks.
really is totally overrated. I mean, yes, you can drive, and yes, you can drink alcohol, but really,
it's not worth it.
Not worth it. Go ahead.
Went and saw The Greatest Showman when it first came out, and he kept asking us, have you seen it? Have you seen it? We're like, no, we haven't seen it.
And he said, you have to see it in the big screen.
And then we saw the Oscars, and they did the
This Is Me.
This Is Me, the live performance of This Is Me. And as soon as that was such a powerful performance, Mary Beth and I were like, yeah, we're going on Tuesday.
So we went Tuesday afternoon. We went to our local theater, and
if you follow us on Instagram, you see the crowded theater we went to.
Right. There were it was one of their smaller theaters, about 50 seats in it. We were the only ones there.
We had to go tell them to turn on the movie
because they forgot to turn it on because nobody had signed it had come through. We bought the tickets, and he said, okay, you have to pick your seats. And I'm like, are all these seats taken? He said, no, none of them are. We got to pick whatever seats we wanted. And reclining seats.
Oh, it was great.
It was a really, really comfortable theater. However, the movie was so good, I didn't fall asleep once, which is a true testament because I fell asleep in the middle of The Bourne Identity, which is a movie that I really, really like. However, and anybody who's seen it, lots of action, lots of loud noises, fell asleep right in the middle of it. This one, stayed awake through the whole thing. And I loved it.
Great movie.
Absolutely loved it.
And the soundtrack is fantastic.
Yeah. Oh my God. We went and found that a while ago. And 3 people did come in and join us. We almost asked them to leave our private living room, but we decided that we'd let them stay. It was well worth it.
Yeah.
Really, really, really good. So we're going back this Tuesday to see A Wrinkle in Time. because
Well, that one's been on. That one's been on the schedule since we saw the preview 3 years ago.
Love the book. Can't wait to see the movie. So. All right, so we did that, and then we also we were in New York last Saturday, not last Saturday, the Saturday before, because my mom does the opera. So we decided to go down to Chelsea Market. We had never been, and we went down. We did not run into any Food Network stars. Try as we might, although they could have been there. The place was so packed. It was crazy. There were so many people. But we had
grilled cheese sandwiches.
That was it. I was going to say, we had a good dinner,
we had
lunch.
Food.
I know we ate something.
Yeah.
It was really, and they were good. They were really good.
Grilled cheese sandwiches.
Really good sandwiches. So we had those. We looked around. You are staring off into space, like out into the ether, trying to pick up the thoughts, right?
Yeah.
Yes. It was fun. It was nice. You know, it was a nice way to spend the afternoon. Wasn't one of her longer operas, so we just wandered around checking out stores.
Yeah. It was fun.
Kind of cool. They have a neat little bookstore tucked in there that is full of Jellycat stuffed animals. That is a stuffed animal brand that we love.
Yes.
And we were walking by.
If there's anything.
And we're thinking, oh, I know that stuffed animal. I know that stuffed animal.
We used to carry them.
Yeah, when we had our brick and mortar store, we had them. It was always a good day when the Jellycat delivery came. So we did that. Oh, and then we were delivering the bags to Christina at Chelsea Yarns last week because we made a bunch of bags for her. It was last Friday, wasn't it?
Yeah, because it was after the snow.
Right. So it was, we made a bunch of bags for her she just celebrated her 5-year anniversary. Congratulations, Christina. I'm so sorry we didn't make it.
She sold out of all her bags, so we got a panic call to replenish. So we replenished her, and then we were out that way, and we'd never been to Point Pleasant, so we went and stopped and saw Paige from Frame and Fiber, her little shop. And she's got a beautiful little shop. So if you guys are ever in Point Pleasant, you got to go check out Frame and Fiber. Drew agrees.
Drew got to go inside.
Drew and Spike became the stars of the show. We got to talk to Allison and Paige for a little bit. And then we let fly that the dogs were in the car, and Paige is like, oh, I want to meet Spike.
Because Spike is very well known in certain circles for barking when we're on the podcast.
She swears that if she didn't know us and we were walking down the street and Spike barked, she would know Spike by his bark. Which is not a good thing.
Not something I would necessarily be proud of, although he is being very quiet. The one barking is Drusilla, because she knows that there's still another treat.
So they got to come inside and be loved.
And we explained to everybody that people know Spike and Drew more than they know us. Yes.
And
the after-rams.
While we were there, we planned we're going to have, Paige is going to host a We're Not Going to Edinburgh pity party at Frame and Fiber. So we're going to have a We're Not Going to Edinburgh get-together at Frame and Fiber on Thursday at 6 p.m. So if any New Jersey people,
Pennsylvania,
if anybody wants to come,
drive out.
Just drive out to Frame and Fiber.
Starts at 6.
6 o'clock, potluck, so don't come empty-handed.
Right. But it's just, lots of people are going to Edinburgh, and, you know, it's one of those things, we can't go, so let's get together and hang out with other people and commiserate for a while. Right. Knit and talk and have fun. So if anybody's going to be in the area and would like to come and join us, it's, as Helen said, Frame and Fiber in Point Pleasant, starting at 6. And,
yes, definitely, Jason. I just learned what that means.
Oh,
it
yeah.
says Edinburgh FOMO.
There's been a lot of that.
We're trying very hard not to.
Yeah. Anyway, come, knit with us.
Mingos wants to come. Come out.
Good.
Point Pleasant is gorgeous.
There's some really nice houses in Point Pleasant.
It's right by the beach.
You could come spend some time. It'd be fun. Really fun. All right. Also with Allison. Allison is the mind and hands behind Daisy Lane Designs. She does cash envelopes and different kinds of knitting bags. And she's part owner of Frame and Fiber. But I am doing Sew Your Stash with her. Through the month of March, we are trying to get rid of some of our extra fabric. You know, sew through your stash, kind of like you knit your stash. We're sewing our stash. So I have been working on that. And each day you have to put up your projects that you're going to do and try and follow through.
Have you made your projects yet?
Well, see, my thing for the week was I picked 7 fabrics and I'm going to cut them and make them bags and add them into inventory. And it's all going towards April's stuff. Some of them will be going up online as well once they're finished, but the big thing is actually following through and finishing. So I have started 4 bags and I will finish them once we're done the podcast.
Good.
Because I'm to the point of sewing up and around.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm at the bottom part. I mean, the end of it. It's really quite easy what I'm doing now. So I have 4. I should be done 4 bags by the end of the day.
Yes, keep an eye out Instagram and our shop because we're about to be inundated with bags.
Yes, we're going to be putting them up. So there's that. And then
you're so strident. And
then
we went. Sorry.
Okay. Look at that. You come and you get a shirt. Okay. The embroidery.
I finished my one.
I'm still working on
So
mine.
Jason asked how the embroidery is going. And I have my next one all planned out. I just have to get it transferred onto the fabric.
Yes. The part of what we are part of an embroidery club that meets Wednesday afternoons, and part of my continuing my embroidery is that I set aside that time and I just go and embroider. I don't feel bad about not making bags or dyeing yarn or anything like that. That's the time for embroidering. The person who runs it had to have hip surgery, and she has a knee surgery, sorry. She had to have knee surgery, and she hasn't been able to do it for the past 2 weeks. So mine is kind of languishing off to the side. So.
Well, you did one.
I did.
You could actually show that one. That was done.
Yeah, I don't know where it is. I'll show it next time because it's not in the frame yet. It's not in the hoop yet. I want it to be finished.
Oh, it's not in the hoop. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not in the it's not in the hoop yet. So, Barbara says that she loves the embroidered bags that you've been showing.
Oh, thank you, Barbara.
And Susan does too. Those will be coming with us to our shows.
Yes.
And hopefully we will have more because we really like the look of the embroidery on the bag. It's an
just,
extra step.
Yeah,
it
just obviously takes a little longer.
Right.
We're starting to panic on the level of the inventory.
It will be fine. I have it all planned out how many we have to make each week
that's
and
good,
each day.
because we always follow through with our plans. I feel much better now.
Well, I've got a plan. Got a plan.
As long as we have a plan.
All right. So what did we do yesterday?
We did not spend it with Drusilla, and she's very upset. We went to a quilt show in Millville, New Jersey, at the Wheaton Arts and Cultural Center, which is a really neat little place.
Oh,
I mean, it's got
so
great little buildings. They have a pottery studio, stained glass studio, paper studio, glass blowing area where they teach glass blowing classes.
Did you say stained glass?
Yeah, the pottery studio, they do lamp working, which made us think of Barbara. So, and in they hold a quilt show every year, which the people at our local quilt shop told us about, that we should go check it out. And really just so fun and inspiring.
Oh, I took so many pictures. If you follow our Instagram stories, I had 50 pictures of quilts.
Right.
It was terrible. However, I also saved them for me so that I can get, because the different techniques that they used, some of them were doing appliquing on top of the quilt, and some it was all quilted together. They were beautiful.
Yeah, I mean,
really,
some were hand
really
quilted,
beautiful.
some were machine quilted, some did the crazy quilting.
We really liked the crazy quilting.
Yeah.
Surprise, but you know.
Then some of them, I mean, fascinating stories that they bought half-finished quilts
At quilt auctions.
At quilt auctions, and then they finish them off so that you can see the older squares and with all the new stuff. So it's just, it was really a great afternoon.
Yeah,
and
one of the
small enough. I mean, one room.
Oh,
so
right,
it was
right.
really very manageable.
One historical society donated a signature quilt from 1844, and I took pictures of it. It was, and everybody signed their piece so that you had these signatures and these pieces that were actually made in 1844. Yeah. It was so cool. Really cool. And a lot of, what was it? it's not share the blocks, but one person makes a block and then you pass it on.
Quilting circles where they each.
But there were some where you made the block. Somebody started with the center. That Japanese one. There was one that had a Japanese kimono in the middle, and we were talking about it because if you are in this kind of circle where, you know, somebody starts and then they pass it to you and you add the next piece and then you pass it on and somebody else adds the next piece. Can you imagine if you got this middle piece that has like this origami folded kimono that's all perfectly stitched and everything on there, and then you're
just send it back and say,
what the hell do I do now? I mean, how do you do anything on top of that? That's beautiful. We're gonna just have a little 4-inch quilt. There's nothing you can do to it.
I did the border.
Yeah. Right. It's kind of like, remember Can?
Where I got to take her home.
I get to walk her home, but I will carry it to the show. You know, that kind of thing. That's my contribution. The middle was so exquisite that I wouldn't know what to do afterwards. Although I'm sure if you're working with that kind of, you know, high level of quilting, you probably.
I mean, if they let you in, obviously they think you can
carry your own weight. I know how to sew 2 pieces of fabric together in a basically straight line. However, one of the good things about it was, on top of seeing all the beautiful quilts, was we met the lady who owns Pins and Needles, which is another fabric shop that's right near us. So we are going to go talk to her because they're doing okay, what is it? It's not the wool walk, but it's like
it's a quilt
hop.
Quilt
hop?
Yeah. The shop hop.
Shop hop, that's it. It's for fabric stores in the area, and she wants us to come do a trunk show for when they're doing that. So that was very cool. Also, we want to go check out her shop. So
Sharon said that she lives 10 minutes from Wheaton, and that there's an arts district. And actually, the Tiny Yarn Shop, I believe, has closed, but we did a trunk show there last summer, Sharon. So.
Oh, right. Yeah.
But I think she got in touch with us over the winter and said that she was closing.
Carol,
which was sad.
Yeah, no, that was sad. But the downtown.
That's a really neat area.
Oh, that's so cool.
There's
very
a house
artsy.
that was for sale when we were doing that house.
Was
we parked
the one
in front
across?
of. Yeah.
I love that house. It reminds me of New Orleans.
Yeah, it was an old like New Orleans style home, and it was for
windows
sale.
from the ceiling to the floor,
and it had ivy growing up the sides.
Gorgeous balcony on the second floor. Yeah, really gorgeous. But also when we were at the art center, because they have all these different little buildings, and then they have a stream with there's a cupola in the middle of it, and there are little paths that go off onto little covered bridges type of thing.
This is at Wheaton, not in downtown. Okay.
Sorry.
I'm trying to figure out what you're talking about. Okay.
Is it? Yeah, but is it the Wheaton Arts Center?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, we were there yesterday, but.
Oh yeah, when we walked over to the lake.
Yeah, we walked over to the stream and the lake and everything, and there are all these ducks that are very, very friendly. I don't know if any of you have been there or not. Evidently, people feed these ducks because
we start walking over and
there are probably 30 ducks, and they're all marching out of the water, and they came
running at us. I'm like, oh,
and yelling and screaming at us.
We didn't bring food.
We had no idea. Next time we're coming with breadcrumbs because honestly, I mean, all these ducks are just wandering around us. One of them, I took a picture of it.
One of the mallards was he was double checking my shoe
and your cuff
and the cuff of my pants to make sure that I wasn't lying and hiding something from.
It was the most hysterical thing because all of a sudden we're walking and all of a sudden all these ducks just go running out the water at us, and you're not afraid of them or anything.
Oh no, they were so cute. It was just I've never seen them so not
friendly.
Afraid of people.
Yeah, they were just coming up, and then there was one female duck that was sitting in the middle of them, yelling at everybody, telling them that we had nothing, and they just were wasting their time with us. And it was really,
deadbeats.
I know. So. But we will be going back because it's a beautiful place to just go and spend some time, and it's really relatively close.
They have great shops,
and really their gift shops are beautiful.
Sharon says they cause traffic when they cross the street. That is too funny. I can imagine.
So our way of thinking is that by the time we go next time, it'll be closer to spring will be coming and everything like that, and hopefully there will be babies.
Ducklings.
Because love baby ducks. They're very, very cool. All right. All right, so that is pretty much where we have been out and about.
Can't forget that. I don't know whether you had it on the list.
Yes, I do. Okay, so what have you been reading?
I have been reading the Tierling series. So I finished Invasion of the Tierling, which is the second book in the series, and I just started the third book, and it is very good.
It is.
They're really good.
They are. They're very good. They're by
Feel
Erica
like
Johansson.
Yeah. It's like a fantasy dystopian future kind of thing. Really good. Very well written.
There are 3 in the trilogy. I have finished them, so I'm very interested to see where you are as far as how far in the book you are.
I'm on chapter 2.
Never mind. Never mind. Anyway, I finished that, so I liked it very much.
Meredith is a book whore and reads way faster than I do.
I do read faster than she does. And I just finished reading The Wrinkle in Time because I figured I'm going to do this, get ready to do the movie and everything. It took me, I think, 2 nights to read it.
Yeah.
It really goes very, very quickly. So I read that, and now I'm reading The Wind in the Door.
And they hold up.
Oh, yeah. They
Yeah.
really do.
Yeah, I read A Wrinkle in Time last year.
I
first realized that the movie was coming out, I wanted to read it.
I haven't read it in a very, very long time, but I'm very glad to see that it still holds up well. I like Madeline L'Engle's books a lot.
Yes.
And what have we been watching? We saw Jumanji. Okay, if you have not seen this movie, you have to see this movie. It was so funny. It was so funny. So much funnier than I expected it to be.
Yes.
Because
I thought it was going to be amusing and, but no, I pretty much laughed out loud that whole movie.
I know. And we had seen the original one with Robin Williams. I used to read the book to my kids when I was teaching kindergarten. And we loved it. We did it for J Week. It was the perfect book to do for J Week. Because you got Jumanji and you got the jungle and we could tie in, there's jaguars, you tie in everything. But Chris Van Allsburg is an amazing artist and has a great creative mind. And then they made the movie and Robin Williams was in it. And I was so excited for that because I thought, Robin Williams, it's going to be so good. I did not think that one was that good. Yeah. It was kind of, yeah. So then this one came out, and I thought, okay, is The Rock that funny? And
Yes,
Kevin Hart?
he is.
Kevin Hart, yes, but
Even The Rock was keep it carrying.
No, I was going to say Kevin Hart is a stand-up comedian,
Right.
so yes, he's going to be funny. They all are.
Yeah.
They're so good, and can I tell you, Jack Black has found his calling. He needs to play teenage girls trapped in a middle-aged white man's body.
Yeah.
Because he was so hysterically funny. He really was. He got everything. He nailed it absolutely perfectly. It's such a good movie. That was when Helen she had to keep going back because she would start knitting and then she'd realize that she had done it all wrong.
That wasn't where I did it wrong. I did it wrong in the car, but I just didn't get anything done. I just sat there watching the movie. I wasn't knitting at all.
No. So anyway, we have been doing that, and The Voice is back on, so we're watching that.
Love The Voice.
Really excited about the people that are singing on that because that's fun. Kelly Clarkson is just very funny in it. Drew loves it. She's planning to try out. Okay, so, and I think that is pretty much, we have some shop updates, but other than that, I think that is pretty much it.
Yeah.
I think we're keeping it
to an hour. We're not keeping it short at all.
I was going to say we're keeping it tight today, but maybe not. All right, here we go. Ready? All right, yeah, no, we're at the shop update.
Okay.
All right. We wanted to let everybody know, for those of you that are doing our art yarn club, this year we are doing a year at the museum for our Yarn of the Month club. The March's yarn is dyed and dry and will be going out tomorrow or Wednesday. So,
Robin said she loved the new version of Jumanji.
oh my God. Hysterical. Absolutely loved it.
Did she say tomorrow or Sunday?
Tomorrow or Wednesday?
Okay.
It should have been Wednesday. It may have come out as Sunday, but it should have been Wednesday. Okay. Tomorrow or Wednesday.
One day that ends in Y.
Right.
The yarn will go out.
A day that ends in day. No, anyway, tomorrow or Wednesday, the yarn will be going out. So, some of it will be going out tomorrow, and the rest of it will be going out Wednesday. And it is beautiful, if I do say so myself, because I dyed it, and I love it. And we will also be putting up the inspiration for April's yarn.
Yes.
If you would like to join us for that. I do want to say I dyed 4 extra skeins, so if you did not get March's yarn and you want to, there are 4 skeins available.
And the listing is still open in
Right.
the shop.
So, but that is still there. Oh, and we should probably say we keep talking about our shop. The shop is toadhollowNJ.com. All right, so we do have 2 more things to show you as far as the shop, and then I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Okay, so which one do you want to show?
Oh, we can show both of them.
Well, which one do you want to hold up?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
We're just gonna. Oh, sorry
my
about that,
goodness.
everybody. Seasick.
Okay. Look at that.
Oh, that was really bad.
Mhm.
On the computer.
Okay.
I'm very sorry.
You ready?
So we want to show the rounding out of the Wrinkle in Time collection because there's the 3 that are going with the book club, and then we have 3 more.
3 more.
These are
the missuses.
the Mrs. So, this is
Mrs. What's-It, Mrs. Who, Mrs. Which.
Reese Witherspoon, Mindy Kaling, Oprah.
Don't you love it? It's just Oprah. Anyway,
So we are doing them in a kit. which
We're gonna
is
do-
separate from the book club.
right.
We're doing the Across the Pond shawl, which is a 2-color shawl by Mina Phillip, which has been out for a while, so some people may have already knit it. But oh, Jason says we nailed it. Thank you.
Oh, well, thank you so much. Okay, so for the kit, you have your choice of 2. You can do Mrs. What's-It and Meg. This is Mrs. What's-It, and this is Meg. So they are going to go together. This is going to be the main, well, in my mind, you can do it however you like, but in my mind, this is the main body of the shawl, and this will be the lace to go with it.
It's just going to be this beautiful ethereal shawl.
Yes.
Very feminine and fun.
Okay.
And then, hey, Marnie.
Hi, Marnie.
So then the other one is going to be Mrs. Who and Oprah.
And we saw it as Mrs. Who being the main body of the shawl, and Oprah being Mrs. Which being the lace.
So those are going to go up later this week. The kits will be up in the shop later this week. We just wanted to give the book club a little time to stand on its own before we inundate everything Wrinkle in Time.
Right. But as you may have guessed, we love the book. We're so excited about the movie. So I decided that this weekend when I was dying, I was just going to do them. So, oh, you know what? I should show that side because a lot of the colors
who is this?
in it.
What's her name?
That's a Mrs. What's-It.
Mrs. What's-It. This one is just, you can't really see it in this game. But you've got bits of berry, and blue,
And green.
and green. It's just, I love this one.
So do I. I really love that one. So when we knit this, you know I'm knitting that one, right?
Okay.
Okay.
Since I got the girl's best friend.
Yes.
You can have this one.
Okay. And this is just a really, really soft pistachio green. So it just fits in beautifully with that. I'm very, very excited about these.
Yeah.
Love these. And then these colors are just really pretty. So
hopefully the kits are coming to Allentown. Susan, that is the part of what we're doing is getting things ready to
take with us.
and what kits we're going to bring with us because
It seems that kits are the way to go these days.
Yes.
Lots of people are doing kits, so we thought,
and I can
you know what?
understand. You know what? I see this beautiful yarn. I don't know what I'm going to make with it. And if somebody tells me, "Here, make this," it's
Also,
so easy. 'Cause
yeah.
It's just
My mother always says, you know, for the knitters like her, you go through and you say, "Oh, that looks beautiful. Here you go," and
Barbara
she will
says.
buy it.
Pearl says hi. I'm very
Hi,
glad
Pearl.
that we can't hear Pearl because then Spike would say hi back.
Oh my gosh.
Watching TV with this dog. He sits on the couch, watches the TV, and anytime any animal comes on, that's it.
He
We're
barks.
done. We can't hear anything.
Loves to talk to the dogs on the TV.
So, anyway,
All right.
Wrinkle in Time kits coming soon.
And again, all the yarn will be listed separately as well, so that if you just love the yarn and you don't want to do the shawl, or you want to mix and match your own way.
Yeah.
They will be there. Okay. I think we are about done.
We are. We just hit the hour.
All right.
So.
There you go. Boom. It's like Cinderella at midnight, turning back into a pumpkin.
Yep.
All right.
Bags to be made.
Yeah. Yes. Bags to be made. Okay. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yes. Thank you to everybody who came and
thank you for coming.
Participated.
For those of you that keep coming back, thank you so much. We really appreciate it. And
we always forget this part because we're terrible at it.
Yes.
If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe down below. Hit it. Give us a like. So
it helps people find us.
Yes.
Which really is very nice. So thank you, everybody. And we hope you have a wonderful week.
Yes.
And next time you see us, I'm going to be wearing a daffodil shawl.
I'll be wearing my girl's best friend. I might have needles around my neck, but I'll be wearing my girl's best friend.
Yes, and you know I'm going to be stealing it because I love it.
And thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you.
For all your comments as you say goodbye.
Yes, thank you so much. And have a wonderful week.
Yeah.
Go forth and knit.
Go forth and knit, everybody.
Bye.